Oh, you did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me sniff on camera. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Talk. It's Kenny Moore. More with my guys, partners. I got my guy, Mr. Second Seed, Jay Ness. What's good with you? How you doing?
Oh, we were doing really, really good. I thought I had said a few weeks back that if LA didn't get their stuff together, they was gonna be playing in. So I don't know. We're gonna have to talk to Freddie, but I think that's what happened.
That is what happened. And we also got Freddie. I'm not scared of nobody in the Western Conference. Henderson, what's up, Freddie? How you doing?
What's going on, gentlemen? I'm glad to be here on this good day, Monday evening. Jay, congratulations to you. Your Suns are back relevant after like a 10-year drought of being irrelevant. Congratulations to you, my
That
brother.
sounded like a hater.
That was shade. That was a lot of shade in that compliment.
That sounded like a hater.
Congratulations.
I just congratulate you, my brother. Just proud of you. And Kenny, congratulations to you, whichever team you going.
Well, we're gonna get to that with you. We're gonna get
But
to
on a
that
serious note, congratulations for your Knicks, man. I know you. Hey, your Knicks can lose the first round. You're gonna be a happy
It's
camper.
all gravy, baby. But I do like our chances against the Hawks. We're gonna get to that in a second. But listen, let's get rolling. Let's start the show. We're gonna go NFL first, and we always start the show coming in hot. So we're coming in with our NFL hot takes. So we're gonna go with Freddie. Freddie, what's your NFL hot take for tonight?
Man, I was actually, shout out to Chris. He had to take care of the personal reasons. That's why he's not here today. But I actually wanted him on the show for this hot take. My hot take is whenever the Deshaun Watson situation is cleared up, I believe he's headed to Philadelphia. Back in Philadelphia, he's taking. I believe they'll trade Jalen Hurts just to be able to get on hands on the Deshaun Watson. To pair up with the wide receiver, we know how he likes elite receivers, and hey, we'll see.
That's interesting. That's actually not. That wouldn't be a bad thing for Houston because they would get a young quarterback that they can, build with. But the question is what it's going to take a little more than that. You can't just do that straight up. You're gonna have to add some more pieces. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that'd be a gut move right there. They'll gut the Eagles up to make that happen.
But it all depends. His market value with these cases now that can kind of cause his trade value to go down. So they might be able to get him, 50 cents on the dollar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they kind of like the Giants though. They only got like 2 players, so you give up 2 many players, you're gonna be empty.
Hey, today's show was not throw shots at Freddie Day, okay, Jay?
That's every show, throw shots at Freddie.
You know how we have to make that happen.
No doubt. So, Jay, what you got? What's your hot take?
Man, so my hot take is Matthew Stafford will probably be one of the most improved quarterbacks. And it's going to be statistics. Like, he's probably going to have one of the highest completion percentages this year. He's probably going to throw for more yards than most on average on a regular basis this year as well. I mean, he's going into a team offensively that was already there. We sat here weeks in and weeks out talking about Jared Goff is just not the one. He's just, he wasn't a sorry quarterback. He just wasn't the quarterback to push him over. Matthew has a big arm. I think with the other weapons he has, Matthew Stafford's going to be a candidate for most improved player this year.
This is Nate's hot take right here, by the way.
That's more like a lukewarm take. I don't feel a lot of heat coming from that one, Nate.
Nah, that was out the refrigerator.
So
that was chilled.
Yeah, that was shaken not stirred, chilled. So my hot take is in regards to the news that came out over the weekend with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' retirement is just a power play to get out of Green Bay. So I'm saying that I think that this retirement is not a real thing. I think that he's basically putting his line in the sand and just telling the Green Bay, look, either y'all trade me or I'm retiring. So if they trade him, he comes out of retirement. If they don't trade him, he's retiring. So that's my hot take.
That's why I disagree, Kenny, because Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys. He say what he mean. He mean what he say. This is the same dude that distances.
Well, you would know that's your other team. So
this is the same dude that distances himself away from his family. He's not the type of guy that he don't really play around. Like, he's very arrogant in a way. So I can see him, retiring. Hey, they haven't filled the position in jeopardy yet. They're trying to wait to see what Aaron Rodgers is doing. So, hey, I mean, Green Bay better make a decision. They better make it real quick. You seen that they signed quarterbacks over in the last week and a half too, by the way.
I say you put your foot on his neck at this point.
Okay, and see what they get you.
No, at this point, you put your foot on his neck. You waited all off season. All off season, you waited for all these moves to happen.
Exactly. That's what makes it leverage.
No.
That's what makes it his leverage.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, man.
We didn't wait all
season. It's like, to me, this is like the last minute tantrum move.
No, it's not, Jay.
To me, it is.
He didn't wait this off season. He been holding this in since last year when he drafted.
No, he's been doing this, man.
No, Jay, listen, bro. Listen, Aaron Rodgers said, what's the best way to get at the Packers? They didn't tell me about Jordan Love until the draft day. I'm going to hold it all season long. And when the draft day come, I'm going to drop this news on them. I'm going to get back with them.
Exactly. After they've already made their draft moves and did everything in terms of the draft, they could have adjusted if they knew that Aaron Rodgers wasn't coming back. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that some more a little later. But, yeah, that's my hot take. That I think this is a power play for Aaron Rodgers because he's just that fed up with Green Bay. All right, so let's move on to our next. That's funny, Trey.
Yeah, Jay, you know what's funny? Trey, you would say Jay, right? Because you and him used to have jock talk together. Of course you agree with the man.
You know what, Freddie? I swear, you got a web of boo-boo just stuck right now. Like, you just reaching through trying to find any reason why somebody going against you has to be like, no, man, this is real. That's how I feel about it. You didn't get to hear everything, but we'll get into it.
All right, so look, let's get to this next question or this next topic. Who has a better chance to make the Super Bowl, the Bucs or the Chiefs? Jay, I'm going to you first.
Bucs. They just won. They got 22 returning players, first time ever. And you got Tom Brady in a division that I actually think has gotten weaker. I don't think Atlanta made the right move. You say what you want. That's the right move for 4 years from now. It ain't the right move for today. So I think Kyle Pitts long-term will be great in Atlanta. I don't think it's really going to make leaps and bounds of a difference today. I think they should have won a couple other places with that, but I don't think that that division's gotten too much better. So I'm going Bucs.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, they brought everybody back, so pretty much the whole band is back together. So, I can definitely see why you would say that. What you got, Freddie? What you think?
I mean, I understand they got Rob Gronkowski back. They got the whole crew back. I understand that. I understand they have Tom Brady as their quarterback. I understand that, you don't have Drew Brees in that division anymore. I understand that, it's the NFC. But I'm still going with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You know why? because they didn't lose that Super Bowl because the Buccaneers are just that much better than them. They lost that game because their offensive line was banged up. And what did we see in this offseason? We seen this offseason. The Chiefs said, you know what? We're gonna fix this offensive line. We're gonna make sure they're gonna stay intact when the playoffs come, when the Super Bowl come. Our leader and Patrick Mahomes can lead us to a victory. I've seen even Patrick Mahomes had a bad toe, like he had like that turf toe, whatever he was dealing with in the playoffs. And then guess what? He was still making plays in that Super Bowl that we've never seen a quarterback make plays. We see he was running for his life. That Tampa Bay Buccaneers team was not that good. And what we've known is, they had a good defense last year, but that defense didn't really get clicking until the playoffs. What we know about defenses, good defenses, other than that elite Chicago Bears team, we know that defenses normally depreciate. They normally go down. They don't be as good as they was the first year. Listen, Jay, I understand. And then just check this out. The AFC is a little bit weaker than the NFC. The Kansas City Chiefs do not have to go to the teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do. You don't have there's too many uncertainties in the NFC. You don't know what's the Cowboys team. We don't know how good that team is going to be. If that team's good on defense, then that's another threat they got to worry about.
That's right. Say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk.
That was a reach, man.
I'm trying to talk
right now.
I'm trying to talk logical for a moment.
You actually are talking logical for a change. So I'm gonna let you continue.
And then you got to worry about your Arizona Cardinals, who got a JJ Watt, who got a AJ Green, who got get all those receivers with a Kyler Murray.
Rams.
Worry about the Rams. The 49ers are going to be there. So it's not going to be as easy for Tom Brady as was last year. And let's not forget, it is not, Jay. I'm just saying, bro.
You said 49ers, man. Boy, you reaching
hard. The 49ers,
that's assuming that Jimmy G is still a quarterback.
Yeah, if they can get some QB work out on the 49ers is the quarterback away from being a legit team. For Jimmy G come in and show us that he's improved, then that team is back where they were a few years ago. And let's not forget that team was banged up last year with all those injuries. So I don't expect him to go through the injury train that they did a year ago. And bro, it's not going to be as easy as it was for Tom Brady as it was. And then we don't know what's going to go on with Green Bay. Do Aaron Rodgers stay? Do Aaron Rodgers play? We don't know. So it's not going to be as easy for Tom Brady as it was last year, bro.
I mean, you made a good argument, but you named a lot of uncertainty in the NFC, is what I heard from all that statement. And then the AFC, you left it alone because Buffalo was right there last year, and they licking their chops right now. Looking at them,
but they solved their running back issue.
Yep, they waiting for that issue. You got Indianapolis, whose defense was stout last year. Was stout. Hold on, defense was stout last year. You bring in the Carson Wentz. I ain't about to sit here. We ain't all about to sit here and say that Carson Wentz is a scrub, because that ain't.
Yeah, but we don't know that he's the answer either.
Exactly.
No, we need to see him.
We need to see another year.
Sure, ain't no scrub.
No, he's not a scrub.
So looking at Indianapolis, they already had a defense. They get a little bit more fire in that offense. Now you got another.
You think they're better than the Chiefs with that firepower? What you're saying is you'll take a coach team over a Chiefs with all those firepower. Well, that's what you're saying.
Absolutely not. I don't know where you came from.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if we're picking back to the question, if I'm taking the Chiefs or the Bucks, it has to be the Bucks.
Let me ask you this question.
Everything went down over here.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Yeah, I don't think so.
Drew Brees is a big piece of this situation.
Yeah.
Piece of this puzzle.
Not really.
Really.
Drew Brees was not the same Drew Brees as he was of old.
You're right.
No, not
but
really.
The Bucks, that was really their last bump.
Jay.
That was the last hurdle.
No, but you have two teams on the come up now. That's the problem. You have the Cardinals and you have the Cowboys. The Cowboys who's out there leading Dak Prescott.
I think you downplaying the Falcons a little too much, man. I think Matt Ryan still has something left. I don't think he's that.
With all those weapons too.
With all those weapons, Julio Jones, Cameron Ridley. Now you got Pitts and Gurley. I think still has a little something left. That's a serious offensive arsenal they have there. So I wouldn't, and that's in your own division. And we know that Sean Payton is a offensive guru, so he may figure out how to, and I said that they're gonna, he's gonna go out the box and play two
Yeah, I
quarterbacks.
think Tyson is
So
going to definitely do something.
And
yeah,
who
so
says
I don't, the NFL. I agree with, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I actually agree with Freddie that I'm going with the Chiefs to over the Bucks because to me at some point Father Time is going to catch up with Tom Brady. He can
Amen.
only avoid Father Time, but for so long. Now don't get me wrong, the guy has clearly outpaced or outdone or played longer than anybody ever expected at this level. And the weapons are all back, and I get all of that, and the defense is back, and I get all of that. But at some point, this Cinderella, not a Cinderella run, but this magic carpet ride that this guy's been on, it's got to end at some point. So I'm just saying, and then between those and Kansas City probably has two of the most dominant position players or skill players as you could talk about in Travis Kelsey and uh, Tyreek Hill. And the young running back from LSU as well. So they got like a three-headed monster, and probably there might be when it's all said and done the most skilled quarterback, the most he could challenge for the GOAT at some point down the line as well. And I just think it's their time. I think they retooled or they reshuffled the deck in terms of their offensive line, and I just think it's Patrick Mahomes' time to take over and be start their whatever type of run that they're gonna have. And I just think this is it. They'll do like my Cowboys do. Like my Cowboys did back in the day, the 2 and 3 years type of situation.
And like you said, Kenny, I was going to say Jada too. How do we know that Tom Brady will not go through some injury this year? We don't know that. We don't know about. I mean, he's getting older. I mean,
You know what though? I'm not going and betting against Tom Brady for the past 10 years and being proven wrong, and then just gonna keep
Oh,
doing
I
it.
understand. I understand your logic for
But
sure.
are you not going to
Every
bet
time
against?
so
At this
far
point,
he's
we're like, I'm gonna bet again this year because he's getting old. It's one of these days he's gonna have to fall off.
But are you not going to bet against? Are you going to bet against Patrick Mahomes? We've seen this kid come in here and just tear up the league. Like
If it comes down to we talking Tom, if at this point, if we talking about Tom or Chiefs,
because
I'm betting against them.
Tom Brady didn't beat the Chiefs last year.
I mean,
That offensive line beat the Chiefs last year. You are clear that, right?
how many times did Tom Brady beat the Chiefs to get where he was though?
I'm talking about when Patrick Mahomes is the
I
quarterback.
know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
asked my question, and you know what I was asking.
Oh no, he
So
did beat
you
him head
know
to
what it
head.
is.
Well, that's true. Oh,
You
twice
know
head
what
to
it
head
is. Tom,
so
right?
far.
He
So
like it.
it's like but you know what though? Sometimes that you
He
have to
loved
scale
this.
that mountain. You have to scale that mountain. Think about it.
True.
On the basketball side, think about Jordan against the Bad Boy Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Think about Shaq. How he had to overcome San Antonio and Utah when they was sweeping him out of the playoffs. So sometimes you have to slay that Goliath or slay that
I don't
dragon.
think that's a problem, though. I think if that offensive line was healthy, I thought they would have about beat him this year.
And
Yeah, he
I agree.
definitely was
I
running
thought
for his
last
life.
year
There's
that
no
going
question.
into the game, they
Because
was smoothing. They was
because
looking good.
because
They
I
was
will say
rolling.
this: Tom Brady. I mean, really, he should have lost to that Packers game. Yes, Aaron Rodgers threw like 1 or 2 interceptions. Matt LaFleur decided not to give the ball to Aaron Rodgers in the
Wait,
fourth.
what? Are you speaking ill of your beloved Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I'm stating facts. We got to remember Tom Brady threw what 3 interceptions that game, like something like that. I mean,
It
bro,
was like
Jay,
two. It was like two on back to
yeah,
back heavy
Jay,
possessions
I'm
in
so
that first
sorry,
half.
brother. But we got to stop giving credit to Tom Brady. He's all time great. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks to play this game. But
Do
let's
you
face
know
it,
how long it's taking me to give this dude some credit? Like
bro.
he deserves it, man.
Bro, last year
Who
that
else?
team was
Who else
loaded
though?
on offense. That team had no choice but to be good on offense. I mean, you could get that team to whatever other quarterback. You can give it to Danny Dimes that they should have been good no matter what. When you have Mike
Let's
Evans,
not get carried away.
when
Let's
you
not
have
get carried away with Danny
Rob
Dimes.
Gronkowski, and then you have Antonio Brown, like a third or fourth option. But clearly, and we all know his talent can be number one.
You can take an ink pen and write any names on a paper, man.
That don't mean they're gonna gel. I don't mean it just because you could again on paper, just like Jay said, a few years like there was the Redskins or Washington football team, I should say. They used to win the Super Bowl the off season every year. You know what I mean? So that doesn't necessarily mean that that you're going
Is
to be
this
good.
is this who's typing on? Is this Chris typing? Who's just typing on the network page? I need to know that, please. And Kendall Lum said, new offensive coach after winning their division with the Herd defense, Seahawks are going to be in full effect. Well, I will say
Okay,
this, Kendall. The coach is under a lot of heat this year.
that's it.
If
That's
they do
right.
not win this year, he's gone. They're going to make a decision either him or Russell Wilson.
Or Russell Wilson might be the next guy demanding this trade.
So
He's been a guy that has avoided
He did
controversy.
already, kind of lightweight.
Yeah, he kind of low key did. You're right. So, but I think it might be public where he actually puts his name on it and
Stamp
says
it.
it himself. Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's stay with that with Freddie's beloved Aaron Rodgers, and we're going to you first because I definitely want to hear what you got to say about this.
He about to
Is
trip and
Aaron
fall over.
Rodgers out of line for what he has done this offseason? Is he out of line, Freddie?
I don't think he is. I
Of
mean,
course not.
listen, man.
He got Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers. Speed
okay,
out.
it's Ray texting at the pace. It's normally Jay somebody. I can't tell.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you for stating the facts.
Listen, man. You're talking about a guy. Not even his last year. We can go 2, 3, 4 years ago. In these high playoff games, they're always losing. They lose these big games by big numbers. Or Aaron Rodgers had to be the man that carried his team, and this defense, either it's the defense giving up on him, or he don't have anything on offense outside of Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. Okay? Let's just be honest, man. And there was a report that he went to the front office a few years ago and said, "Hey, I want such and such thing." This is what ownership told him. They said, "We don't care what you want. This is what been reported. We pay you to play football. We handle the business." So when you have an ownership management telling, your star quarterback that's a problem. Do you think when Tom Brady was in New England or Tom Brady in Tampa right now, he goes in and says, "Hey, I want him." What do you think they do? They go get him. They take care of the business. Um, I'm sorry, I got thrown off in a comment right there.
You got thrown off because you didn't know where you was headed with this.
No, I know I'm headed to this.
No.
So then you talking about last year when he just took you to a divisional game. You in the draft, your first, do you know that the last 10 draft picks, all 9 of them have been defense. They've been working on this defense for years, and for some reason, this defense have not improved. For some reason, this defense have not improved. The only one skill player they drafted was a quarterback to replace Aaron Rodgers. And then on the year, you know what he did next year? He came back and won MVP. He took him back to the divisional game. Listen, man. Aaron Rodgers is a generational quarterback. He's not just a regular quarterback that you can just pick up in the draft, just a pick up on the streets. He's not Tim Tebow or anything like that. He's an all-time great quarterback. And he's not wanting to waste his talent. He's not wanting to waste his legacy because his legacy is on the line. He's going to be thought about just like we think about Drew Brees when he's that great of a player, but only is able to win 1 Super Bowl. Well, that's not acceptable when you have the talent like you have Aaron Rodgers. And then I'm going to say this and I'm going to pass it on. When you have a quarterback in Patrick Mahomes who have came in this quickly, who came in and accomplished what he has accomplished so far, that put pressure on a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. You guys know Aaron Rodgers is my favorite player in the NFL. But the truth
On your favorite team.
No, not my
your
favorite
other
team.
favorite team. I'm sorry.
So let's just face it. Like Aaron Rodgers have to win now, and he's going to put himself in the best position to win.
All right. I mean, I get what you're saying. Go ahead, Jay.
What does this number mean to you?
That's number 10.
What's that number? What's that number mean to you?
That's 10 players in the first round. The Packers missed opportunities to give Aaron Rodgers some help.
Some help. That's also how many years it's been since he won a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So you telling me that Aaron Rodgers wins a Super Bowl and says, hey, from here on out, I need y'all to bring me help. And they said no.
Yeah.
But look at that defense, though. To be fair, Jay, we've been talking. That defense has been maligned for years. So we got at least we
I get
got
that.
we got to give him that.
But at what point do we say it's on Aaron? At what point do we say he just hasn't got over the hump to get that second one? At what
when the franchise shows that they want to give you help, they should have got him help last year when he lost against the 49ers.
We talked about
when he said that we all knew he needed another receiver to help free up Devontae Adams. But guess what they did? They did not do that, Jay. They went out there to get another quarterback. So when the franchise was willing to put some help around you, you said how bad that pick was for the.
He got Aaron Jones.
Wait, no.
They could have given him more help. Hold on.
When you said the Falcons got Kyle Pitts for Matt Ryan was a bad pick, but guess what? That organization clearly has more faith in Matt Ryan than the Packers have in Aaron Rodgers.
All right, so let's take that same example you just looked at and you just had. What's Atlanta's biggest problem?
It doesn't matter. They have
No. It doesn't matter to me because that's
their defense. It does not matter. What I'm saying, Jay, is they have more faith in the quarterback.
What's their biggest problem?
Defense.
So they're going first round offense to a position that I don't think, and we've agreed at this that they don't really need. So I don't care how you look. That was a bad example.
Jay, it's
that's
bad,
a bad
or not,
management
bad or not. They have more faith in their quarterback.
If we're talking about player and his feelings over management and the team,
no, it's not in his
management team.
Jay, you're missing the point. You're talking about a Falcons team who will put weapons after weapons around that line. When you're talking about a Packers team where they've been fixing on the defense for the last 6-7 years that have not improved.
Who's won a Super Bowl?
And how long? How long does it
and the Falcons went to a Super Bowl.
But did they win it?
No, but I'm saying they went to a Super Bowl, to be fair.
Let's be fair. Has Matt Ryan won a Super Bowl, though?
No.
He's had way more help, right?
I think the point is that they put him in position to really contend for a Super Bowl. But their defense just kind of fell off in the last couple of years. I wouldn't say that their defense was terrible.
No,
like we've been talking there. We haven't really. Yeah, they've had some guys. Like,
they've had some borderline terrible defenses.
No. I get what you're saying, but I think the point is okay.
But the point I was bringing up with it, yeah, they went and got Calvin Ridley. Yeah, they went and got Kyle. Yeah, they went and got Todd. But they haven't helped him on the defensive side. So however you want to look at it.
That's two different stories, Jay. Because you're talking about a Packers team. You're talking about a Packers team who've been drafting nothing but defense for the last couple of years, and his defense have not changed.
I already said it. I already acknowledged it. I get it.
No, what are you talking about?
But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers it comes back down on him. He's a world-class quarterback.
So you're saying he's out of line then?
I'm saying he's tremendously out of line. You are the pilot of the ship. You are the main dude. You're in Green Bay is Aaron Rodgers. Everything about Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay right now. To me, you already did. You already disrupted the ship. You already said what you was gonna say. There ain't no more need to do all this. And now if I'm Green Bay, I'm putting my foot on his neck. Let's see you retire.
Thank you for tuning in for the show. Hey, bro, type in the comments. Do you think Aaron Rodgers out of line or not for what he's doing by getting out of Green Bay?
Let us know.
Let me chime in here. I can't believe this is two topics now. I'm agreeing with Freddie. What is this? Like, is there going to be a lunar eclipse or something?
It must be, man.
I'm telling you. But I just think that he feels like his window of opportunity, his championship window was closing. And I just think that the frustration of being close but no cigar, like in the last 2 to 3 years, he's been in the NFC Championship game, 2 of the last 3 years or something to that effect, or something like that. So
they're doing something right.
I mean, yeah, they are. And I just think that he's frustrated about not getting over the hump. And I just think that those issues that haven't been addressed is that he just doesn't feel like he has an opportunity. I think that's really why he's retiring. Because he looked at it as like, look, I think what he was thinking is, I'm going to look and see what they do with this draft. And if this draft, they do something that makes me think that we got an opportunity to make one more run, then I'll come back. But after he saw the draft, I think he was like, "Nah, this ain't it. I ain't wasting my time no more. I ain't going to no more meetings. That's it. I'm not winning the championship with this team, so I'm out." So I'm actually not mad at him because if in the NFL, the one thing that players have little to none of is leverage. They have
Hey, Jay,
no say so. They have no power. Contracts are not guaranteed the whole nine. Go ahead, Freddie.
Jay, you contradict yourself right now because on this show, you said this, my brother. You said the same thing about LeBron when he was in Cleveland the first time. You said that he needed to get up out of it because there was a franchise that was not willing to put help around him. It's the same situation over here.
No, it's
It's
not.
Aaron
No,
Rodgers
it's
in the
not.
different
It's
older stages of
completely
his career.
opposite. We're talking about a guy that's already built his whole legacy as the end of his career. We're not talking about a guy that was at a budding point of his career to where his avenues were endless.
You
We're
act like
talking about the wind down. And see, I have a big thing with loyalty like that's a
but
big
this
thing.
franchise is not giving you
No.
loyalty.
Hold on.
Yeah, especially after you draft the quarterback last year, there's no loyalty.
But you still gotta honor the team. It's still
What?
a
They
build
don't
at
have
the end of the
There's
day
no
on both
loyalty.
sides.
There's no loyalty in the NFL. As soon as you start falling off, you get cut.
No,
So
and that's true.
I'm
But
not. I'm out on that one.
Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay have been one of those stories where everything is being kind of kept professional, and that's the way it should have been kept. Your legacy was at the end, bro. At the end of your legacy, at the end, you gonna play the childish stuff.
But here's another thing. Like he can't be out of line after what Brett Favre did. All them times he left them hostage and trying to figure out, is he coming back? Is he not coming back? Nah, he's definitely not out of line.
But Brett played.
He's about the same time. This is 16 years. He probably about at the same point in his career when he started doing his Izzy or
It's
Izzy.
because Green Bay wants to do
the
things the
punishment was
old
totally
way.
different by that time.
They don't want to move into this new style of NFL. They want to stay in the old, stuck, minded ways, and that's what's going on. We have a comment. He answered the question. He said, "I personally think he's in the right. If for 16 years you won a Super Bowl, 3 MVPs, and had one request, which was to give him an offensive weapon besides the ones that he already had, and
A wide receiver weapon.
You have the right to feel betrayed and want out, of my opinion." Yeah, and he just said it's a little sneak peek.
Okay, I like
what's
it.
to come from me?
Well, no, and that part I understand, but
what's the problem?
At the end of the day, the end of the day is talking outside. If this is how you felt, it should have been already understood between the two. He should have announced it prior or not announced it at all. And when he was done,
but do we know? We don't know if he had already come to them and said, "Look, this is where I'm at." He might have behind the scenes, because here's the thing. We did not hear from Aaron Rodgers at all during this whole period of time. Everything was speculation and reports. We never heard from Aaron Rodgers, so we don't know what he said.
And I think
it could have been meetings.
He's going to come out verbally and say something, sooner or later.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it was an opportunist time, man. This is the time right now where there's so much quarterback movement. There's so much stuff going on. There's so much stuff in the limelight. I think it was like an opportunist moment where he felt like he had more leverage because of, the different.
And back to what you said, Jay and Kenny, about we don't know what he said. There was a report that Stephen A. Smith reported. He said that he knew this, from direct, that Aaron Rodgers went to front office and told him what they want. They told him to shut up, get out their office. They pay him to play football.
There you go. Then I have no problem with
stuff.
But if that's true, then I have no problem with him doing what he does, because there's no collaboration. You don't respect my opinion. You don't want my input on the situation. Then I'm going to shut up and go home. How about that? You tell me to shut up and play football, I'm going to shut up and go home.
You know what? Hey, for him coming on that Jeopardy show wasn't just no mistake. He's saying, you know what? Hey, I can make a better career in Jeopardy than I probably can play football.
Yeah, a whole lot less wear and tear on the body, that's for sure.
I was about to say his bones gonna stay together.
Got that right. I don't have to worry about no concussions.
Hey, gentlemen, I will say this:
best for him, man. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I want to watch him play football every year.
I'm with you.
But I'm big on that loyalty thing. It's too many years. Y'all
But
got too
Jay,
many
you
years.
gotta get out of that though. These teams
Shut
don't
up
have
and
Yeah,
just
yeah. You could talk loyalty if we talking, NBA. If we talking, MLB where the contracts are guaranteed. Like
You
I
can't
could
do
talk. We could talk
NBA. They
loyalty.
traded Harrison Barnes on the bench.
they
Are they,
what?
remember when Sacramento traded the Boogie? They told him that he wasn't getting traded. Then that
Yeah,
could go
yeah.
from there.
You know what? You gonna
It's
make a
hard
good point because these front offices, man, they do things the way they want to do it,
all the
and
time.
yeah. So like, it's not the loyalty is not reciprocated.
Because you
It's
know what
not
happened?
not a two-way
Players
street
like
when it comes to
players
loyalty.
like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi, they show these other players, hey, you can dictate your future as
That's
well.
right. It's player
Ain't no
empowerment, man.
loyalty in
I'm
this
all for
game. That's
player
what
empowerment.
they showing them. Ain't no loyalty in this game.
That's right. So you do what's best for you because
That's
that's
real
what the
talk.
owners are gonna do. They're gonna do what's best for their pockets.
All right, gentlemen. I will say the NFL side got heated. It got hot. We had the comments rolling. But to all our viewers, we're about to roll in the NBA.
Let's roll it on
It's
in.
going to get just as heated. So just tune in. You know how we start the NFL. We roll the NBA the same way. The hot take. We'll go with Kenny on this. Kenny, give us a hot take.
I'm glad you came to me because you're gonna love this hot take.
Oh,
If the Lakers lose the play-in game, the LeBron James MJ GOAT talk is finished once and for all. That's right. If they lose the play-in game, I don't want to hear nothing else about LeBron James being the GOAT.
You gotta take that in or something. What you leaning back
Would you?
for?
Would
That's
you?
that's
well,
real talk.
well, I will say this. I will agree with you on that, Kenny. I'll agree that he will be an all-time great Laker. I agree with that 100%. But we're not losing no play-in, so you can forget it.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, Jay. Jay, give us a hot take.
Man, that was a good one. I don't know. I just want to give some second thoughts to that for a second. Let you really think about that, because man. But hot take. Steph drops 55 and Golden State wins by 2.
There we go. Let's piggyback on it. Let's go.
I'm actually going somewhere else. My viewers, I'm not talking about the
That's
Lakers.
right. You can't. I took it from you. I took it from you. You can't even
So,
talk about the Lakers.
so that's why you
Yeah,
want to
bring
know
it.
That's
about
it. Yep. I undercut
the
you. Make sure you didn't talk
NBA.
about the Lakers.
You're a smart man. My hot take is actually for a team that we're not going to be talking about too much longer for a while. Because we're going into playoffs. We're talking about teams that actually deserve to be talked about. We're talking about teams who just have a winning culture. I'm talking about the Sacramento Kings. Did you guys see the report that they are bringing Luke Walton back next year? This is a franchise that will not win for the next 10 to 15 years because they are making bad decisions. Decisions like that, like we all knew they needed a new voice. When you hear that one of your star players have a problem with him and Buddy Hield earlier in the season, that they're not even talking, like they're not even communicating, there's a problem. That's one of those franchises that has a problem. So that's my hot take.
Oh man, listen. I think it's Jeff Van Gundy that says this, and I think he's dead on. He says the most important thing that a coach has to do is be able to get along with his great player. There has to be, you got to be able to have a good relationship with your great players. So for him, for Walton to not be able to, well, first he looked in over his head when he got the Lakers job. We're gonna keep it real. Freddie, you could probably speak to this better than me. He looked like he was over his head when he got the Lakers job. So this Sacramento job, this is a bunch of young guys. And there's some talent there. They got some talent there. De'Aaron
You
Fox
need
is a
somebody to put it
hooper.
together.
Yeah. De'Aaron Fox is a hooper. Buddy Hield's a knockdown shooter. Um, they got some guys that can really play. Bagley is just high energy, long, athletic. So they got some pieces. Like,
They're gonna lose them all. I'm afraid, Kenny, because they're not gonna want to play for that franchise.
You know
yeah,
Sacramento's problem? They got a nice squad. They don't have any identity.
yeah,
What type of team are they?
yeah.
Do they
But
run?
that's all with
Are they
coaching.
a shooter?
Oh, absolutely.
No, but even on the culture side of it, like they don't have even their players. None of them have an identity. Like Halliburton, Tyler Halliburton's ridiculous. But what is he? What is he?
I thought he should have
And
went to the
I
Knicks.
didn't even understand why they drafted him with De'Aaron Fox there. You got backcourt.
He's
Like,
a
I didn't
great
even.
player.
He is, but I just didn't understand what was the
I
fit.
thought he should have went to the Knicks.
Yeah, and they wanted him.
Tyler Halliburton could have gone to a lot of different
Yeah,
places.
they wanted him because they've been looking for a point guard, for a minute. So
Hey, Ken, let me answer your question about the Luke Walton thing about the Lakers. Man, I was so glad when he hired Frank Vogel. I said I don't care who they hire. I'm just tired of
Anybody
them.
but him?
No, I'm just yes, but no, I'm tired of them. They at one point they said we were just gonna get all Lakers. We're gonna get all former Lakers.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we gotta get out of that. We gotta get some new
I
blood.
felt like the Luke Walton hire was just what you're saying too.
Yeah,
I felt like it was just like
actually, it's to your point, Jay. That was a loyalty pick. That was one of those loyalty hires. Even Byron Scott before that. That was another loyalty hire.
We only got
I wasn't upset at that hire at all because if you really think about that year, and really what was going on that year, you guys weren't winning. This wasn't
Which year?
a year, huh?
Which year?
The first year that Luke came. What year is that?
They was trying to. I think they
was
they
rebuilding.
had a rebuilding young rebuilding team, and they wanted a young coach to grow with them.
And not only that, but pay homage and teach Luke how to coach.
Well, there's a story behind Luke, man. When Luke wasn't that. We all know he wasn't that great player.
He's a role player.
Yeah, he was a player with a clipboard.
Role player.
Bill Jackson tried to teach him certain things. So I mean,
but look who his dad was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be a good coach eventually, but not right now. And I don't know. We'll see. But let's move on to the next topic because this topic right here is gonna get heated. Each one of us gonna get at it because I don't think nobody's list is gonna be the same. We talking about top 5 all-time great point guards. So. I'm gonna go let Jay go because I think Jay's gonna be so disrespectful. I think he's gonna be blasphemy. I think he's just gonna knock it out of the park and just being delusional. Your name to be delusional, Jay, because I'm coming with the smarts today.
Look, you're gonna have to go to the birth certificate office. You ain't got enough time to be switching your name. So we ain't taking that name over here. First of all, I mean Magic Johnson. Right off the bat, I'm not going to start a list of point guards and not have Magic there. I think mine is you're going to have to talk some mess about it because I'm going to tell you who I like as well. Magic. I really like Jason Kidd, man. He's one of the greatest. I'm not going to put him up on my top 5.
Homer pick.
I'm not gonna put him up on my top.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, bro.
But
give us your number 2 pick, man. Like,
all right. So we got Magic, Oscar,
okay,
Russell.
Russell, who?
You know who it is?
Oh, Westbrook. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3.
You can't say Oscar without Russell.
So you got So you got Magic, Big O, Russ 3. Okay. What's your 4?
I'm gonna say more of this decades. I'm gonna have to put CP3.
Oh my gosh, this is
against Steve Nash.
Oh my gosh, this is so Homer.
I can't put John Stockton. We already had these conversations though. So
this is a Homer list with a audible mention of Jason Kidd. Oh my god.
Jay, go with your list, please. I'm lost right now.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get back.
Yeah, this is more, this is probably more normal. This won't be as outlandish and Homerish.
I didn't put Isaiah in there. I know.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We already had this conversation.
Yeah, you bucket. Number one, of course, I'm with you, Magic Johnson. But number 2 for me is Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas at his size was literally taking over games, scoring 30 and 40 points, which was unheard of at that time. To me, the difference between point guards and the great point guards is the point guards that could take over the game. That's the differentiator for me, and that's what the separator for me. So I got Isaiah number 2, Big O number 3. Of course the original triple double man. I got John Stockton number 4, the greatest all-time assist leader. Played 19 years. never got hurt. Went to 2 NBA finals. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan, he probably has an NBA championship. So I got him number 4, and then I got Russ number 5 because what he's done with these triple doubles is just unheard of. And I just love, his motor to me is unmatched. Like this guy, I don't know how he maintains that level of energy and intensity for 40 something minutes. So that's my 5: Magic, Isaiah, Big O, Stockton, and Russ.
All right.
Oh boy,
Number 1.
this should be interesting.
Irvin Magic Johnson. You talking about Magic, who changed the game at the point guard position, who brought him to when he played for the Lakers. You got it, number 1. Number 2, I have Oscar Robertson, Mr. Triple Double.
Okay.
It got to be number 2.
Okay.
Number 3, I have another point guard who changed the game, and Stephen Curry. You're talking about a point guard who came here and changed the game. Everybody questioned him, said, "Oh, Steph can't do this without great players." We see this year what his effect has done. We've seen that effect of his game. He made others great around him. We talking about Andrew Wiggins, who's not been
great around them. They're playing in a playing tournament.
We talk about Andrew Wiggins, who's not been good for years, but this year he's
Come
been.
on, man.
You talking about that kid Cole? He's shooting like
scoring is not making players great around you. Getting 30 is not making players great around you. Go ahead.
But Kenny, this team was not expected to be where they at today.
He did not want to respond to you.
You
see this outburst. He was trying so hard not to respond to you.
Yes, they were. Everybody said they was going to be low. They didn't exceed no expectations. They were right where everybody thought they were going to be.
Nobody
low Steve in West Conference.
Nobody on this show but Chris Brown said that this team was going to make it to the playoffs.
Well, I wasn't on the show.
Actually, you rewind it back. I think multiple of us said they were going to make about the 8th or 9th seed.
You didn't. No, you definitely didn't. You said the Wizards was better than this team. Go back and rewatch it. Go back and rewatch the show.
I said the Wizards are better than who?
Than the Golden State Warriors, because they had Russell Westbrook.
On paper, they are better at that time. I didn't say nothing about that. Don't have nothing to do with them making the playoffs or being 8th or 9th.
Yes, and we were talking about which one's going to make the playoffs, which one wasn't. Yes, you did. Jay, go rewatch the show.
Go ahead, finish your list, man. Finish your list.
Number 4, I got Isaiah Thomas. What he did back there with the
Curry over Isaiah Thomas. Go ahead, man.
He changed the game. Bro, like this dude have centers out there shooting threes. He have everybody changing the game. If you can't shoot a 3 nowadays, you're not going to make it in the NBA.
And that guy couldn't beat Kevin Love one-on-one to score in Game 7 of the finals. Get out of here. Go ahead, keep going.
Isaiah Thomas led the Bad Boy Pistons. Back in the day, he averaged about 19 points a game, had 9.3 assists. He also had a 1.9 some steals as well. And then number 4, you're talking about a point guard. Wherever he goes, turns to gold. CP3 and Chris Paul. You talking about no matter whatever team he go to, does franchise get better?
Chris Paul over Stockton.
It was hard.
He didn't even make it. He never made the NBA Finals.
It was hard, bro. We talking about CP3 when he started with the Hornets, he made them better. He was talking about going to the Clippers, he made them better. OKC, when nobody gave him a chance, made them better. And look, he was at a franchise with the Phoenix Suns, turned that whole franchise around and made them better.
Repeat your list again. I might have to go off camera.
You said the same list I said, minus Isaiah and Steve Nash.
Repeat your list again. Yeah, Steph Curry.
Magic Johnson, number 1.
Steph Curry out of there.
Oscar Robertson, number 2. Steph Curry, number 3. Isaiah Thomas, number 4. And Chris Paul, number 5.
The fact that the both of you do not have John Stockton on your top 5 list, the all-time leader in assists.
He had Karl
Malone. So disrespectful.
He had Karl Malone. I mean, he was good, but
you know what, Kenny? I looked at John Stockton. I watched him play. He was one of our biggest rivals, so I watched him play a lot.
Then the guy shoot like 48% from the field for his career.
He used to bust our tail.
But what CP3 has done for the game, Kenny?
What has he done for the game? Whoa. What has he done for the game?
He's one of the only traditional point guards left.
Right. So he's just doing what John Stockton was doing before him.
But
No.
John Stockton did it longer.
He don't
John
have
Stockton
had a better record and advanced further in the playoffs than he ever
John
did.
Stockton came to the park with his squad and didn't play with nobody else.
What's your point?
That he don't make nobody better. They play with their own squad.
Oh,
That's it.
stop it!
You know,
Stop it.
you
He
know
got
the one
those
I'm
guys
talking about.
layups.
The one that
He got those guys layups. And let me ask you. Okay, here's. Okay, let me ask you this. Name another All-Star in that team besides Karl Malone.
Byron Russell.
Get out of here! He never make no All-Star team.
Byron Russell was very capable.
He never make no All-Star team. I said name an All-Star. He never. Not with Utah. He did not make no All-Star team. But I give you that. I give you that.
Jeff Hornacek is an All-Star.
A borderline. I'll give you that borderline.
But the point is, though, you know what I'm talking about, though, you know that squad is like, oh, I got next, and then it's their turn, and they still waiting on that one, and they don't want to pick up one because they don't know how to play without they five. That's what I look at when I see John. I look at Russ. I look at CP3. I look at Isaiah. I look at Oscar. I look at Magic. It don't care.
No, Jay, you wrong. You gotta get off that Russell Westbrook train, bro. Westbrook is good. He's got the energy.
What he's done is unprecedented.
That's all he do. He's a stat pattern. That's all he is now.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
He's stat pattern.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
You show me another basketball player on the court right now. Show me one that can turn around and do the exact same things that Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, he doesn't cheat the game. He plays hard.
He's chasing stats. That's all.
That's not true.
He's playing 2K.
We don't care about winning.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
You're being disrespectful.
They went to the NBA Finals. If they make the right. But listen, let me finish. If they make the right move and sign Harden instead of Ibaka,
it's
who knows exactly.
But that's the stupid thing. But OKC team was still better than Golden State that year. They should have still won. But why did they not win? Because Westbrook did not change his game. Oh. There's many times in OKC that I've seen Steven Adams go for a rebound. He bagged back to let Westbrook.
That's not true. Stop it.
That is true.
That is not true.
That is true.
So now we let you get delusional and crazy as much as you want. You are not about to sit here and beat up on Russell Westbrook in my presence.
You don't understand the game, man. You don't
know, bro.
He's stat pass. That's all he does.
Well, not stat pass.
He's the modern
Let me break this down to you. Everybody that talks about that nonsense with the stat pad with Steven Adams saying he gets out of the way. No, he didn't. What he was doing was boxing out the guy and face boxing out him instead of putting his back to him. And he's moving him out of the way to make room for Russell Westbrook to be able to start the fast break. It's faster if Russell gets the rebound and starts the fast break with the ball in his hands as opposed to as it is, as opposed to Steven Adams getting the rebound and trying to outlet it to him. Jason Kidd did the same thing. You didn't say nobody said that about Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd went and chased rebounds all the time.
That the other night that they was on the rebound.
Freddie, you talking more does not prove your point. Listen, hold on.
I'm listening. Let's go.
Russell Westbrook is one of the most craftiest players on the basketball court today, bro. Russell Westbrook will make a cross-court pass and get the rebound on that side of the rim. How is that?
That's stupid effort. He has incredible effort.
There's no way that a guy,
and he willed that Bum Wizards team to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's not talented. I know he's talented. I know that he's
no. I'm talking about what you said about stat padding.
That's what he do.
No,
that's not fair.
Show me another. No, listen. Show me another player. Because if you want to talk about stat padding, I can tell you right now, 5 players I know that would love this accolade. And if they could, they would be doing it right now. LeBron James would love this hype. He would love to be able to be talked about like Oscar Robertson. He looked up to point guards, dude. You tell him he would love to.
This man is having triple doubles with 20 rebounds and 20 assists.
There be many times.
Yeah, come on, man, stop.
There
man.
Be you care about winning at all.
Name another point guard that would have willed. Would Steph Curry would have willed that Wizards team to the playoffs? No, not a chance.
I can't say that. He's Golden State right now.
Not a chance.
In the beginning of the season, remember, we had players looking like they didn't want to play in Washington.
Jay, listen, dude. You talking about a dude, and I'm not saying Westbrook's not a bad player. He's a phenomenal player. He's a great player. I've always said this, like Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant had a baby, spit out Westbrook. That's what I always think of the dude. The dude is phenomenal. But guess what? He did not get from Kobe. Kobe was the only one outside of when you talking about them three players. He knew how to bag off of it when he needed to get trust the others to win. Guess what? Allen Iverson had that problem. Russell Westbrook had that problem. Guess
So
what?
are you looking at?
When
Are you
Kobe
looking at
comes to
his
the
stats?
teammates to win.
That all the teammates Russell Westbrook have, why have he not won a championship? Nobody cares about the stats anymore.
They only had two. They had two opportunities.
Why not?
You have two opportunities. One in the NBA Finals, which nobody expected them to win against the Heat. Nobody
We didn't
expected
expect
them.
him to
What
beat it.
about against that
Nope.
Golden State Warriors team, Kenny?
And that team was a historic. That team was a KD team.
No, it was not. No, it was not. I'm
sorry, the year before KD joined them. You're right. I'm sorry, but the point of the matter is that that's in the Western Conference Finals. You talking about like this the first round of the playoffs?
So what, Kenny? They should have won that game. We all
How
know
was he
it
a
was
stat pattern if he's going to the finals and going to the
Kenny,
Western Conference
we
Finals?
all
Listen. This stigma on Westbrook got to stop.
Yeah,
You
man,
don't have
it's
to stop the
bad.
show.
Hold
It's
on.
a bad
Hold on.
narrative. It's a false narrative.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's ignorant.
He don't want to win.
That man, oh my
God.
God, he tries too hard. I think this problem is he tries too hard to win.
Yeah, dude, this is the biggest. This guy plays with the most heart in the NBA.
Exactly.
There is no one else.
But that don't take you not answer the question though, Jay. I didn't say he was not a bad player. I didn't say that.
You said he was a stat pattern. Stat patterns just want to get their numbers. They don't care about
winning. All he cares. He don't care about winning. He's not. What have he shown about it that he cares about winning? What has he shown?
What games are you watching?
I'm
what games are you watching? We're not talking about looking at the box score. What games? When do you see this guy? When you see this guy take plays off, or just fold up the tent, or stop competing, or trying to win?
Did I say
you say he's a stat pattern?
That's what he is.
No, he's not.
How?
He's
Explain how he's a stat pattern.
Yeah, you know I'm making sense.
Logically.
Listen. This dude don't care about winning. He don't care if he win a championship a day in his life.
I said explain it logically.
I am. If you listen, you will hear me. You're running your mouth. Like you told me to zip it, now you zip it.
All right. Let me hear some logic.
Make the point now that you did all that.
I've seen too many centers move away from getting a rebound and let the man get a rebound.
I said logic. I want logic.
They don't move away. They box the guy out.
They move. I seen a dude
let's move on.
Yeah, because this is about to make you upset. Because you are
let's move on. Because you're not. You're just talking nonsense.
You're bringing the real talk to the show.
Yeah, no, real nonsense.
We're
gonna start naming this segment "Real Nonsense."
Let me ask you this one question. We were talking about identities and teams. What has Russell Westbrook's teams always been? Runners.
That don't take away that if the dude want to win or not.
Hold on. Get up the floor quick and get to your spot, knock down a shot before the defense gets set. That has always been Russ.
Right, Jay, let me ask you a question.
Well, hold on.
Well, you have teammates.
You're missing the point. Wait. So you're missing the point because Kenny was trying to
I know the point. I'm trying to get you to get the point.
No. So, but when I can push my center back 5, 4, 6 steps away from the rim, and the ball's coming off the rim, and I can take a 2-step start before I grab the ball.
Makes the difference. All the difference between a fast break and a transition basket.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you video clips in the group chat. I'm gonna send you video.
You can send me those fake clips, and you'll see the guy face box out. There's two ways. Hold on, let me finish. There's two ways that you can box out. You can put your backside on the guy and box him out, or you can turn and face and push them out of the lane. That's what Steven Adams does. That's what he does. That's what he did.
Especially if you're gonna watch, I want you to watch your team.
You can show those clips, and I'll break it down to you.
Playoffs. Watch your team. Watch when Andre Drummond and AD is on the court together. Watch one of them box their man out of the.
But they don't run
all over the league. All over the league.
They don't run from the rebound. That's what Steven Adams is doing. So West doesn't get the rebound.
Okay.
There's no logic. You're not listening to the logic.
I gotta ask y'all a question now. For a point guard that wants to win, with all the teammates that he had, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams, James Harden.
Serge Ibaka.
But go ahead. Yeah, let me get into this question.
Why have this man yet win a championship? Why have this man? Because don't forget, now Kevin Durant, he choked too, but they both choked in that playoff game. There was times where I said, "Westbrook, you need to get the ball to KD. He's too selfish. He wants to have the glory. He wants to have the fame."
Aaron Rodgers needs help, but Russ needs to be more. Russ needs to.
He had all this help in his career. How much
get
help
out of
did
here?
Jay?
Let's move on.
He had all
Let's
time
move on. Aaron Rodgers needs help, but Russ needs
the
to
guys in the playoffs every year, but he doesn't want to win.
What help does Westbrook need, Jay?
He's in the playoffs every year, but you say he's a stat pattern.
The playoffs not good enough. You got to win.
You say he don't want to win. He just want to pass stats. But he's going to the playoffs every year. So how's he not winning?
That's even one what they go out to play for. They play for a ring. They play for a championship.
Oh, now you keep moving no goalpost.
Player in the NBA.
They play for these. They play for these, Kenny. They don't play for jerseys from getting triple doubles.
Okay.
Ask them. Ask the players in the NBA who the hardest worker is on the basketball.
I didn't say he wasn't, Jay.
So what are you saying?
You said, "Come on."
No, you said he's a stat pattern.
He is his stat pattern. He just not care about winning.
I'm trying to work the hardest not to win.
Yeah, let's move on.
So you rather have somebody?
He'd rather have.
But
so
let's
end it with this.
This ain't going
no. Let's end it with this. Let's be clear. So, Freddie, you're saying that Russell Westbrook does not care. He cares more about triple doubles than about winning. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. So, beginning of the season, Jay, don't give me that look.
Hold on, wait. Disclaimer: the opinions of this show are Freddie Henderson's alone and do not reflect the rest of our opinions on Real Talk.
Hey, let's like Big Perk say, carry on.
Carry on.
Hey, big shout out to him. ESPN just re-signed him, man.
Yes, sir. One of my favorite new guys on ESPN for sure. Shout out to him.
Yeah, so let's keep it moving. At the beginning of the season, Joel Embiid, LeBron James was part of the name. Kevin Durant, James Harden was among names of the MVP, but due to injury, they've fallen off, and the list have got to kind of short now. You have the Joker, his name's among it. You have Chris Paul, his name's among it. And you even hear a little bit of Steph Curry. You hear LeBron James saying that he should be the MVP of our league.
No one's hearing that LeBron James besides you, but go ahead.
Those are voices in your head.
Throw him in there.
Yeah, those are voices in your head.
Who should be the MVP this year? Kenny.
I've been saying Joel Embiid, but after looking back at it and seeing what the Joker has done, seeing how many games he's played this season, and just looking at the numbers and looking at their record, I got to give it to Jokic. The only reason I'm not giving it to Embiid is because he got hurt. If he didn't have that stretch of games that he missed, due to injury, then it would have been Embiid. But yeah, I gotta give Joker the credit, man, because the best ability is availability, and this guy's just been consistent. He does what he does. He's another guy that flirts with a triple double, just about every other night or every night or whatever the case may be. So I gotta go. I'm gonna go with Joker. He's the MVP this year.
Kenny, I can't believe you just come on this show and bring all that craziness. I can't believe that. The MVP,
reality.
The true MVP. MVP is the most valuable player. What's making that player turn around?
Who's the MVP?
And I can't believe you didn't say this. You know what? He's not going to be the most popular pick. He's not going to win it. I know that for sure. He's not going to be named. His name. I'm just.
You say LeBron James.
Wait. Did you just say your pick is not going to win it?
No, I didn't say Joker. I said the person I'm about to say not going to win it. I'm going to show him some love because he deserves some love. What he done to this franchise. I'm going Julius Randle. You talking about you turning a Knicks team around? You turning a Knicks team that have not been relevant in how long? You talking about turning a Knicks team that roster is not that good, but being that player every game, making an impact on that team, carrying that team? That's a true MVP, a most valuable player.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm just like, bro, most valuable player who've actually helped turn a team around and carry a team as far as They've not been in the playoffs since Melo been there. That's a long time. And you talking about their franchise. It's not like the franchise, like Jordan has stopped doing what he's doing because he's still making decisions. You got to get my coach of the year is Coach. What's your coach name? Tibbs.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
Yeah.
He's a key. My coach of the year this year because you talking about bringing in a system.
Mine too.
You're bringing a system in there to getting these guys to work. That's not giving up on plays. You're bringing in Derrick Rose, who should probably who's in the 6th man of the year conversation. Jordan Clarkson got that locked down. We all can agree. But Julius Randle is my MVP. It's going to be the same reason why Jay's going to probably say Chris Paul. Jay, who's your MVP?
I appreciate the
lean in.
You know what I mean? But no, Chris Paul definitely deserves to be top 3 candidate. And all that. But as we just sat here and had this argument about Westbrook, look at old boy's stats. I'm mad that Kenny went first because he had.
Don't you say no step worse than Westbrook your MVP?
He had what?
He deserves some consideration.
Who are you saying MVP, Jay?
He deserves some consideration.
Oh, okay.
Be clear.
No,
wait. Hold on 1 second.
Who do?
Are you saying that Russell Westbrook doesn't deserve some MVP consideration?
No.
For putting that bum team in the playoffs?
No, we've seen
your whole argument that you just gave about Randall is out of it.
Randall don't have no Bradley Beal.
A bum team. That's a bum team besides Bradley Beal. What else do they have on their team?
What Bradley Beal's on the Knicks?
Okay. I'm giving you that. I'm granting you that. I'm saying what else is on that team besides Bradley Beal?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
What's on the team outside of
Julius
Randle?
Tashi?
Hey, yeah.
What's on the team outside of Julius Randle?
The Knicks got a whole bunch of Lamar Odom.
You got RJ Barrett. You got lottery picks on that team. Even though Kevin Durant's not getting any minutes, that's a lottery pick.
That are playing like lottery
picks. You got Toppin, another.
We gave Westbrook the MVP the first time. We don't care about that. We want to see him win.
Hey, from now on, we're gonna have to mute you anytime Westbrook come up because you
straight
just
up.
totally
you are no longer allowed.
No, you don't like Westbrook. Don't say that.
Yeah, you are slandering.
But he don't want to win.
Slandering.
He ain't accepting that.
Slandering now.
I don't even.
Go ahead. Go ahead with your pick, Jay.
Jokic, 26, 10, and 8. I mean, the dude is averaging a triple-double this year. I'm going to give him his little 1.6 for the assist. You know what I mean? Dude is averaging a triple-double this year. He's lugging his team along. And I'll tell you what, when Jamal Murray went down, I thought they was done.
Exactly.
I thought they was playing.
They are done. Jay, stop it, man. Stop it.
No, what?
It got to the
point. Jay, they're done. Stop it. You're hyping them up too much.
Who?
They're not. He's the MVP, but that team's going to get bounced out the first round.
You know what?
We're gonna get to that.
That's fans.
That's probably Thursday.
Fans
we're gonna get to that on Thursday.
No, you Suns fans have not been relevant for years.
See, no, I don't know how this conversation about Jokic and me telling you that you're delusional turned into a Suns comment. See, that's how I know you Lakers.
You brought my Lakers up, talking about your Suns up.
Hey, we could talk about my Suns all day. I'm always.
You don't want to. You should be scared.
Remember, we number 2 this year.
Oh, I love it.
Tomorrow. Hey, you play tomorrow?
No, we don't play on Tuesday.
Hey, you play tomorrow?
Wednesday. We play Wednesdays.
You play tomorrow? Oh, Wednesday?
They gave LeBron an extra day.
Playoffs start next week.
Hey, you better. Hey,
Jay, we'll be relaxing.
Yeah,
you know.
we'll wait for the playoffs.
What team you rolling with, Kenny? Are you rolling with your Knicks or your Nets? Which one? Yeah, I got it quiet.
We will go.
I got it quiet in here.
To be clear, Fathead Freddie can't get through his thick head. I've said it a million times.
It don't matter.
Yeah, because you don't listen. I'm just right. It don't matter because you don't listen.
If LeBron went to the LA Sparks, Freddie would think that he's coming to the NBA and beat everybody out. Freddie is behind LeBron
wherever.
Jay, that's why I need to educate you. That's where you're wrong. I grew up watching this man right here. That's my favorite player right there. Had to educate you on something. Like, I was a Lakers fan before LeBron came to LA. Just had to let you know that, because a lot of y'all don't know that,
Oh, you thought you learned me something?
Because I'll tell you one thing. I used to be the one bashing LeBron.
Pack his bags and take his talents elsewhere. You gonna pack your bags and buy a
Exactly.
plane
That's
ticket
why
and
he,
go.
that's why he said, all is forgiven. As soon as he came to La La Land, all of LeBron
Hey,
James hate
you do
and
realize
spread
I
went out
was
the
watching
window.
the Lakers when we was watching the 16 games, 17 games. I stayed up every night to just watching them. I'm a true Laker fan. I don't know.
You're a glutton for punishment, okay? I mean,
Hey, every game when it was like, we still gonna make it. We still gonna be right there.
And
We ain't
guess
gotta
what I was
worry about
watching?
watching Kobe get scored
delusional.
30 on 30 shots. Yeah,
Come
I
on,
get it.
man.
I got you.
Hey, how like I know he was trying to change the subject, but like, bro, shout out to his wife, man. That was kind of
Oh,
tough.
that was
seeing her.
amazing.
Yeah,
That was
like
amazing.
she did it for her.
Yeah, yeah.
I love to see Michael Jordan sitting right next to us. So there you go.
Yeah,
That's what it's
she
all
did a wonderful job.
about.
She really did.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep, who will win the Rookie of the Year? LaMelo headed for a while. When he went down with that crazy injury, then Anthony Edwards out of Minnesota came out there playing crazy out of his mind, trying to catch up. So, LaMelo's back. They're in the playing tournament, Minnesota. We don't need to mention.
Yeah, we know, Ray. You're a North Carolina guy,
Um,
so of course James Worthy is your favorite Laker.
So who's the Rookie of the Year, Jay?
Landslide. This is no questions asked. He was Rookie of the Year 3/4 of the season. Got hurt halfway through or half of the quarter, that last quarter, and still came back and said, "Listen, I got hurt. Y'all forgot about me for 2 weeks, but I am still the Rookie of the Year. Remember that." So LaMelo Ball, man, he did his thing, and I'll be the first one to admit when I was wrong. I was telling y'all he's gonna be good. It's gonna take him a while, and that was a lot that had to do with Lonzo coming in. But LaMelo did his thing this year.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to change it. LaMelo's the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I was trying to make a case for. I actually was going to make a case for Anthony Edwards, but
There's no way.
it was just too. Once LaMelo came back, like if he didn't finish, if he wasn't able to come back for the rest of the season, then Anthony Edwards probably would have caught up to him.
Right there,
Yeah. But the fact that Melo came back and just this dude, man. Like you talk about, Magic Johnson. We were talking about Magic Johnson earlier in terms of his court vision and things of that nature. But this kid, man, did you see that court pass he threw underhanded to the dude and hit him in stride?
I'm gonna tell you what.
He
It's
got
Jason Williams, bro.
he got like special vision, and he's
what's
19 years old, man.
His brother Lonzo was supposed to be the better passer.
No, but you know what though? Hey, you know what though? And shout out to his pops because his pops said it. Like he was just, y'all seen Jello, y'all seen Lonzo, but that baby boy, what y'all see that baby boy? He was talking about him early, and he was right. A lot of things he was wrong about, but he was right about baby boy because baby boy is clearly the best one out of.
There's certain things you can't teach.
No, yeah, he just has a special talent.
He has instincts.
Yeah, he has a gift. He has a gift for seeing plays ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, let's give a shout out to LeVar Ball, man. I mean, hey,
absolutely.
We all know how hard, how bad.
I'm a devil's advocate.
Hold on. We know how bad black fathers get reps.
Absolutely.
What he done for his boys. You like him or not, he got two of his sons high draft picks into the NBA, and they're living their lives. That's all because of him. Well, not all because they had to play, but he had something to do with it.
No, for sure.
Because we all know that Lonzo was not number 2 material. I mean,
he hyped him into that spot.
Yeah, even though he's evolving into a good player now.
Absolutely, he's a solid.
You said he grew into a number 2 player now.
No. I said he's evolving to a good player now.
He's a solid. Like right now, he's a solid guard.
Yeah,
he's not an elite level, all-star level guard. So
he's not like we're trying to push him into, but
I will. That probably was a mistake on his part in terms of like putting too much pressure on him and just overhyping him. But it was a means to an end. He got him to that number 2 pick.
And shout out to Lonzo for knowing when to. I think Magic and LeBron helped him with this for learning how to take the rings back. Well, Magic kind of put some pressure on him too, pulling back and going his own way. And doing
being his own man. Yeah,
but what you just said though, I'll take a step back and really acknowledge that too, man. There's a lot of bad flack that he got on the black father stigma side, you know, that he was trying to take advantage or he was trying to capitalize or be an opportunist, and it was pure love. And, you know, that part is one thing that we all should recognize and definitely, you know, say, dang, we watched a guy sit there and enjoy the hype of watching his sons go through that process. And we couldn't, you know, we're actually fortunate enough to be able to witness those actions and those rises and that adrenaline as it was going on because of the platforms he was speaking on. But, you know, with all that, you know, set aside, the Ball brother did his thing this year for real.
Yeah, salute to him. And he was a football guy. He wasn't even he wasn't a basketball guy. The guy played football and
Hey,
taught himself the game and taught his sons the game. So
Bro, these are white chocolate instincts, y'all. No one else.
And he got
Jason
Lonzo
Williams
step. I think he made Lonzo step his game up this year. He's like, you know, I can't let little brother come out here and outdo me.
Oh, no doubt.
I'd say next year we're gonna see a different Lonzo because that game that they played each other and younger brother was locking him up on national television. I think that kind of got to him.
Yeah, look, this is a make or break year for Lonzo because he's a restricted free agent. So, you know, and you know he's taking it's credit to him because he fixed it. Let's give Lonzo some credit too because his shot was broke. Ain't no way around it. His shot was broke.
He needed a cast.
That's the one thing his dad didn't teach him. He did not teach that kid how to shoot.
No.
So credit to him for like totally remaking. He basically built his shot. Restructured and changed his mechanics and the whole nine. And he's really become a good, a solid and a really, almost a knockdown 3-point shooter. Was he shooting 40% range this year from 3-point percentage? So credit to him. And also shout out to, talent to my family, Kyrie, that 50, 40, 90. That's that's unprecedented for him to do that this year. So salute to him for that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, who'll win Defensive Player of the Year? I'm gonna knock it out real quick. I'm going Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I think we all. I think that's no question. Ben Simmons.
Simple.
Are you going the same way, Jay?
Simple.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the first team all defense predictions. Who want to go first on that one?
No, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. I got and we was talking about this off camera. I actually had like all forwards, but I had to make a couple of last minute changes. So I got Jimmy Butler, I got Giannis, I got Paul George, I got Rudy Gobert, and Ben Simmons.
My list is kind of different. I got Ben Simmons, Rudy Gobert. I got Miles Turner, man, when he's doing them, with them block shots and all that good stuff. Like, hey, they got they named a street or something in Indiana, like Block City, off of.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got Joel Embiid, and I got the Greek Freak. Like it can go any kind of way, man. Honestly.
Yeah, this gonna.
I mean, it really could. Pretty much the same. I put Ben. I put Jimmy. I did have Giannis, and then I put Joel over Rudy, and then Drew.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, that's my bad too. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, do anybody have the bracket for the playing tournament, like the matchups and everything?
No, we don't need a bracket.
We know what it is. You know what it is.
You might need it. I know you still trying to pretend like it ain't happening.
Yeah, you know what it is.
We don't need no bracket. We know.
You know what it is.
Let's
take a second since you brought it back up. You keep poking at it, bro. We told you, LeBron James, stop being Cinderella, stop being Miss Princess Daisy and sitting out all the time. Because I'm gonna tell you, this ankle was real. He was sitting out with the ankle that was real.
Yes, what you doing about Jay?
Earlier in the season, this dude be taking his time. He be scattling, and he's a prima donna. He wants everything to be his way.
Make no difference.
And I'm telling you, that is your number one reason why you're in this position today.
So which Nah, I don't care.
You say what you want. I know you're gonna be behind your boy. You're gonna back him up.
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna not
so
talk
enjoy
trash
that.
when you get
So
into
the
the
playoff,
He
so
got
the
his,
playing,
you know,
when the
gave
playing
him a.
tournament, what game are you guys most forward looking into?
Come on, you know the answer to this.
I don't. You got the Wizards, Mr. Triple Double man, y'all man against Boston.
That'll be good. And Washington gonna
You,
win too. Russell gonna win too. Watch.
I agree. I picked him to win too.
No, you didn't. You said he don't
no,
want to
no,
win.
he's a stat pattern. He's not a
I'll
winner.
never go against Boston. I'll
No,
never
you
pick
said you
Boston.
don't want to win.
Well, you don't want to
I'll
win.
never
He's
pick
stat
Boston.
pattern. How'd you pick
Listen,
him?
man, we know which game is going to be the most important game.
We know
Yeah,
it
so
is.
why you cut off the
And you know
Exactly.
what? Listen. I love it. This is a beautiful thing. We're going to beat them easily. Nobody on that team can guard Anthony Davis. Okay?
Easily?
Nobody can guard Andre Drummond. I mean, nobody can guard LeBron. I mean, Steph Curry can go for 60, but guess what? This team is the number one rated defensive team in the NBA. Okay, stop it. And guess who we play if we win? Oh, and that's who I wanted too.
I'm
That's
about to buy it, man. I
the
feel like
doctor
buying
has
tickets
ordered
right
it.
now.
Coming in.
Listen, they already set it up. They tried to get LeBron an extra day of rest. You know, gave him the Wednesday game so he get an extra day of rest. So they're trying to do everything within their power to make sure
You
that
got
LeBron
that right.
that y'all get to that, you know, the real playoffs.
You got that right.
So, but you know, in your heart of hearts, the 3-point shot is the great equalizer.
Yeah,
You
but
know
you
it's
got threes down too.
you know that the 3-point shot is the great equalizer. This is what's led to this whole analytical movement, 3s over 2s. So
What's 3 minus 2?
Thank you. So you know that Steph has the ability
So you
to
say he beat
literally
himself?
shoot you. No, Wiggins has to have a good game.
He got
You know,
14
Draymond has to be his, you know, utility guy. He has to be that. Now listen, I'm gonna say this. Draymond Green, if you're the GOAT defender that you say that you are,
let's see.
Go lock up AD.
Let's see it.
Go lock up AD.
And then who's gonna stop Dennis Schroeder? I mean, bro, this is a lot of
First of all, wait. I want you to. This is the delusional dream cloud that I be talking about. You Lakers fans be on, man. When you talk about who gonna worry about Dennis Schroeder, who gonna worry about Andrew Wiggins? Which
LeBron,
one of your wings is gonna guard him?
Yeah, LeBron, Wesley Matthews, and we got a couple of them.
Okay. So then.
You talking about a dude that's been a bust until this year?
That's not fair. That's not fair. The guy
has
19 points a game this year.
Andrew Wiggins has not been consistent until this year. Are we really talking about Andrew Wiggins?
He's had a good year this year. We're not talking about
this
the past. We're talking about this year.
This year.
He's had a good year.
He's far from a bust.
Yeah.
Anyways, but the whole point is, I'm not about to get into matchup issues because
you know there's a lot of issues to go to state.
No, there's only one matchup issue here.
What matchup
issue? Versus small.
Andre Drummond, that's a big deal.
He needs somebody to get him the ball. Anthony Davis needs somebody to get him the ball. So LeBron better be his facilitating self and, you know, be the point forward and put those guys in position.
Steph Curry's gonna bust y'all.
Y'all
might win this game.
Be clear. Steph is scoring anywhere between 30 and 40 points.
Nobody can stop Steph. But I'm saying is Andre Drummond's gonna have a party on the boards. He's gonna catch every rebound out there.
Ain't gonna be too many rebounds. Steph Curry ain't missing tonight.
And if you get it out the net, you can't get no rebound for getting it out the net.
Steph Curry have not been hot on 3 for the last couple of games. He's been kind of cold.
You know why? You know why? You gotta let your engine cool off at some point. You know
You know what?
See, that's the difference too. Steph out there, he
got to go to work the next day.
On right now.
But Jay,
he's out there playing. LeBron is on the sideline calling up like, man, y'all gotta do something. I gotta come back early. I gotta come back for 3 more games this season. Can I at least get 1 day off?
Jay, you better be on that post game. Jay, you better be on that post game show Wednesday night because I'm calling all of y'all out. I have a list written down, and I'm calling everybody out. You know, the Super Bowl is gonna be.
You better be on the no game show when you guys get eliminated and you watching the Suns play the Golden State Warriors, man.
But
the Laker no game show.
Let's move to the next topic.
We're gonna have to.
What's the most anticipated matchup that you guys?
We already talked about it. We know what it is.
The playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't even want to talk about that. Let's move to the next one because it's the same right now. We can't get past it until we get
Yeah,
past
we got to
it.
wait till these playing games to determine what the playoff matchups is.
Because I'll tell you right now,
because you don't know, you might be, we might not even see you on Thursday. Because if the Lakers lose, we might even see you on Thursday.
But no, if I had to pick one right now, it'd probably be the 3-6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Dallas and Clippers, man. I want to see the rematch. I want to see, Luka, Kristaps going against PG and Kawhi. I think that's going to be a lot of fire. I think that's going to be. I think.
Yeah,
I want to see
3-6.
Oh,
no, I like the Nuggets in Portland.
I would if Jamal Murray was there, man.
Yeah.
Damian,
but you know what though?
That
but
squad
to give credit to Denver though, is MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. Man, that dude is turning into a young dynamic scorer. Yeah. Like
speaking
a dynamic scorer.
Speaking of the Nuggets, speaking of them Clippers, man, there are teams out there trying to avoid the Lakers on purpose in the first round.
Oh yeah, the Clippers definitely was doing some tanking.
Man, to me that's the most stupidest thing because to me I thought they should have the Lakers the first round because you have LeBron coming off this ankle injury. They're not.
You got the best chance. You got the best chance to knock them off. To me, I agree with you.
I don't know.
So yeah, but having said that, a lot of times when you wind up doing that winds up biting you in the foot, in the long run, because sometimes you can mess up your chemistry and your rhythm. Sitting guys are trying to, manipulate a way to get to, a spot. So the Clippers was definitely avoiding. Actually, I think they was avoiding Portland, to be honest with you, because it might not even been the Lakers. They probably were avoiding Portland because they wanted no parts.
They didn't want Paul George.
No parts. Yeah, they didn't want Paul George. Pat Beverly didn't want no parts of Dame Dollar because Dame Dollar was gonna make it his personal mission to destroy Pat Beverly.
I don't know, man, but at the end of the day, at the end of all of this, I think there's a lot to talk about with the Clippers. I think that the management is looking at the team, knowing they're not ready, knowing that they still need more. And honestly,
I don't know.
I think
Why would they trade for Rondo if they thought that?
I think they traded for Rondo as an emergency release valve. Like there was too much pressure, and we need to let this out before it explodes.
The only problem is
no. I think Rondo is a move that had to be made, and when that move had to be made when they got rid of Lou. That was, what I'm saying. So once they decided, they made that decision.
But they traded them for each other, so that was
no. I'm saying once you make that decision, there's no other person you can go out and get besides. You got to go Rondo.
To me, they needed a point guard. That was the issue that was their problem last year. Is they didn't have a playmaker to make the game easier for Paul George.
You know what the problem with the Clippers is, man? Kawhi Leonard's never going to be the same. We can't stay healthy. He's hurt right now. Dealing with a hand injury. Whatever.
Not even Kawhi, man. They don't have enough.
But I will. What do we need? They don't have to. They're talent. Like, bro, they got.
They got rid of Harrell. They got rid of Lou, and that's why I was saying the Lou for Rondo thing.
They brought in Serge Ibaka. They still got Luke Kennard.
Better bring in somebody like that.
They got some talent. I don't know about that. They got the Morris twins. They got some guys.
At the end of the day,
there's a hole in the bag, and the water's coming out the bottom.
At the end of the day, 10, 15 years now, when these guys retire, they're going to be in all the smoke. We're going to see Paul George in there. Kawhi got championships. Paul George going to be in all the smoke. Said, man, I missed my opportunity. I let my pride get in my way. I missed it. I should have joined the Lakers.
No, it ain't about joining the Lakers. He should have blocked that shot.
No, he should have went to the Lakers. That's where his feelings got hurt when we didn't trade for him. But Paul George, you got to realize that we can't give you the same package we give AD up for. Like you're not on AD's level. Like you got to realize that. Like he was salty.
You need a sub name. We got to give you like a Lakers some sort of Lakers sub name.
Yeah, stop hating because my Lakers put you out the playoffs. Oh, that's why you salty.
When
I got it now. You remember that shot that Kobe did came back out.
Oh God!
I figured it out. Kidding. I've been wondering.
Honestly, they put y'all out too. So
who did it last time?
So I'm just
Exactly.
saying, you guys put each other out. So I'm not sure about that one.
And then they gave you a point guard the MVP. We all knew Kobe should have had it, but that's another discussion.
That was Shaq. But go ahead.
No, they did. No, they did it to Kobe too. All right. The last part of the show, we're gonna start one, bench one, cut one. These three great players. Two of them won championship, one didn't, but the last one was still a great player, all time great. Won dunk contest. Hey, played in the league about 20 some years. Still great. We got Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, Dwayne Wade. I'm gonna start my delusional ways. I'm starting D Wade. I'm benching Paul Pierce, and I'm cutting Vince Carter.
You did something right.
Yeah, you actually finally making some basketball sense after
It took a lot of pride because Paul Pierce,
it took an hour, but you finally said something that made sense in terms of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade is Dwayne Wade. But the truth, man, a lot of people they don't give the truth the homage he deserves. And Paul Pierce was one heck of a basketball player. He was also one heck of a fighter. Like, he fought to win so hard. And we can look at these super teams because his team was obviously one of the creators of the big three in the super team eras. But what Paul Pierce did day in and day out on the basketball court for Boston, and that loyalty factor I always talk about, he stayed pat and said, I'm going to win one, and if I do, it's going to be here. And I got to respect that. And by all means, Vince Carter is still one of the greatest dunkers of all time. So we ain't taking nothing from him.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, D-Wade speaks for himself. There's probably top 5, maybe top 3 shooting guards of all time.
I think he's top 3, bro.
It all depends. It all depends. Top 3, top 5. Apples and oranges. It all depends on your preference. But he's definitely number one. And Paul Pierce, just to piggyback on what Jay said about Paul Pierce, like, he's one of the best closers of his era. Like, that one move, I think it was in the playoffs where I think it was against Al Harrington, where he told him what he was going to do. And then he just did it, and then just pulled it in his face. Like, he is. Everybody talks about the step back with James Harden. No, the step back started with Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce started with the step back.
Step back.
And the dude wasn't very athletic, wasn't very quick.
But he
got to his spots. You knew what was coming, and he still was just pulling your face. Like, he had one of the meanest pull-up games that you could ever see. And, scored from all 3 levels. So, he's got to be number 2. And Vince Carter, like you said, to me, probably before the Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon dunk contest, he had the greatest dunk contest of all time. Like, what he did in Golden State that one year, like, he literally shut the building down. Yeah. So, and like you said, Freddie, 20-something years in the league, that's unheard of as a guard. And a guy that, here's another thing about Vince Carter. He reinvented his game. Like, he was a slasher. Yeah, he was a slasher and a dunker. He became a shooter, towards the end of his career, where he was knocking down threes.
Then he became a post-up guy.
Exactly. And, so, and credit to him also that he didn't chase a ring. Like, he went to teams that he was that veteran mentor guy. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of his career, he went to the Memphises, he went to the Sacramentos, he went to the Atlantas. So, teams that he knew he wasn't winning a championship with, and he was okay with being that mentor guy. So, just credit to him. But with this list, he's just not gonna make the cut. He's gonna have to get cut.
Gentlemen, I think this is one of our best shows we've had in a while. They got heated in the NFL side.
Well, me and Jay had a good show. I don't know about you.
I'm gonna invest in getting you a little nameplate that says something along the lines of, I hate everything outside of the Giants, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, and the Lakers.
And you know what, Jay? I'm gonna buy you some tissue because you're gonna need it. But hey, Hey, we have an NHL post game show going on right now. You guys tune in to watch that. Starting tomorrow night here at the network. We have post games from every playoff game, all the way to the finals, to the championship game. You can follow this page. We'll give you all the breaking news, everything you want. You can find it here at the Asap Network. This is your boy Freddie. We got your boy Jay. Got your boy Kenny. We'll be back Thursday. This is Real Talk. You guys have a great night.
Yup.